What's going on, everybody? Timothy Wilkes here, and I'm back again with the T Dub Show. Also, you can support me on my social media platforms: Timothy T. Wilkes on Facebook, Terrell Wilkes on YouTube, and Terrell Godemy Wilkes on Instagram. And to show your support, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, engage, and last but not least, enjoy the show. Okay, now we can get into the topic. What roles do people play in your life? Now, this question is a one I used to ask myself all the time, and one of the many revelations that I used to seek God for, because I would get attached to the wrong types of people. I would get mixed up. I would mix up friends with partners and different things like that. So it's imperative that we know these roles and who these people are, what role they play in your life, and how to not get them mixed up. So I'm going to go over the roles. It's 6 of them, actually. These are in terms with the people that God sends you in your life. It's not going to be just anybody and everybody. There's only certain roles that God will send you, and you'll know them by their job, by the things that they're doing in your life already currently. And I'm going to go over them. As 6 of them. I'm going to break them down. I'm going to explain to you what each of them are. One of them is not actually a role, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later on. And I'm going to explain why it's not a role or anything like that. But I'm going to get to that. But I'm going to start with number 1, which is the enemy. A lot of people want God to kill their enemies or destroy their enemies or remove their enemies. But I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to the enemy, he's not going to remove your enemy. You need your enemy, actually, because the enemy actually plays a major role in helping you get where he wants you to be. You remember last time, in my last video, part 1, I was saying that I was going to explain how you know these people in the church or in real life are ordained by God or sent to you by God. This is me basically just following up on what I was saying from the last part. This is how you're going to know, because all of these people are sent to you by God. All 6 of these roles. And it might be more than one person in the friend role or whatever. But I'm going to get to that. The enemy, you may have more than one enemy. But the enemy is a person that helps you get where you need to be in God. They're there as an adversary. They're not there to destroy you, because they can't destroy you. Because any weapon formed, it won't prosper. But it's going to challenge you. They're going to challenge you. They may challenge you, like I said, in those areas, in the anger area, wherever area you're weak in, that enemy is going to challenge you in that area. So you need your enemy. You might want God to remove them, but you need that person. They're always making you mad. And they won't go anywhere. You're asking God to deal with them. They won't go anywhere. That's why, because you're being tested. God is using this person to test you and challenge you and help you grow and help you learn and help you. You're dealing with some tests that you have to pass with this person. It might be challenging you in the area of patience. It might be challenging you in the area of faith, of anger, of whatever it is that he may be dealing with you on. Whatever it is, it's going to be a weakness that enemy is going to attack. So they're going to always get on your bad side, but God's not going to remove them, because they're there for that reason. That very reason, to challenge you so you can learn, so you can be able to become a better version of yourself and strengthen those weaknesses so you can be where God needs you to be. The second one is going to be friend. He's going to send you some friends. He might send you one friend, he might send you 3 or 4 friends. But friends are there as a comfort also, but they're also going to tell you some things that you need to hear also. They're not going to always baby you and comfort you, pamper you, but they're going to tell you some things that are for your good. They're going to be there for you, saying, I love you, I'm here for you, whatever you need, you can come talk to me, or I got your back, or I'm down, but they're also going to be there to tell you, hey, look, man, that was messed up. That wasn't right what you did. You was in the wrong, and you was in the wrong. You need to do better than that. That's not what's up. They're going to tell you where you're wrong at. They're going to help you do better. And it's going to be a mixture between there's 2 people that actually do this in your life, but the other person is a little different. The difference between this person and the friend's going to be there to comfort you and pamper and help you when you're down. They're going to help you. They're going to nurture you and kind of be there for you, be that listening ear, be the shoulder you can cry on. They're going to be in that way, in the sense. And there's actually 3 people that play that role, but we'll get to that. The third one is going to be associate. That's like somebody you're not really meant to be friends with this person. You're not really meant to get too close to this person. You're just meant to partner up with this person. Like, let's say if y'all are to do ministry together, or you're to do business together, you're like a co-worker, or someone that's helping you with something, or someone that's aiding you in a project or anything in life, or someone you just talk to every now and then, but you talk and touch bases and connect, and you may not say much to each other or anything like this. It's not someone that you're close to. They're not close to you like a friend. You're not to tell them all your personal business. Like a friend, you can tell them all your personal business. You can tell them, one that you can trust. Now, there's certain ones you can confide in and tell them certain things about you, and they'll be there for you. They'll listen to you and all that. You can't do that with an associate. Associate, that's just someone you do business with. You handle business with. It might be, like I said, it might be a business partner. It might be someone you're in church with, or you're on the praise team with, or someone that you're allied with to accomplish a goal, to meet an objective, or just in life, somebody that you just talk to every now and then. Y'all catch up or y'all speak. There's no malice between this person. It's just y'all are not as close as a friend would be, because he'll send you associates too. And because we're social creatures, so he'll send you associates, and we all need help when we have certain people in our lives that play those roles. And you have to look at these roles too. You have to address these roles, and you can't get them mixed up. You can't get an enemy mixed up with a friend. You can't get a friend mixed up with an associate. You're trying to make an associate your friend. It's going to be a little problems here and there, and you might run into some hiccups. It's not saying that they're a bad person. Y'all are just not meant to be that close. You and that person are not meant to share that type of bond. They were only put in your life to be an associate, not a friend. And if you get them mixed up, you may run into some problems, and you may think, oh, this person did me wrong, or this person this and that. No, they were just only meant to be an associate, because they may actually genuinely be a good person. They just weren't meant to be that on that level in your life. So we can't get that twisted. It's just someone that God sends you to either accomplish a goal, or to either fulfill something that's in His will, or it's just someone that's just there. It's not a close bond like a friendship, but they are needed in your life. The fourth one is going to be a mentor. The mentor. Now, like I said, you have people that will push you in the right direction. The mentor will push you in the right direction. Now, they're not like, don't get them mixed up with a friend. Now, the mentor, you might not be able to go to them when you're dealing with something. If you're wanting pity or something like that, to cry on their shoulder, they might not be the best person to go to. The mentor is there to push you in the right direction. They're there to make you better. They're there to challenge you in every area, every weak area that you have. Like, for instance, let's say if a situation happens with you and somebody else, you want to go to them. If you go to them with that situation, they're going to be, this person did me wrong. You go to them like, okay, man, this person did me wrong. This person cussed me out, or this person they made me angry. They made me mad, and they're gonna ask, what did you do? How did you respond? They're gonna hold you accountable for the way that you responded. Okay, what did you do? And they're gonna go over what you could have done to have a better outcome in that situation. They're not really there to give you pity. They're there to push you and challenge you and to make you a better person. They're there to, okay, what did you do? They're gonna analyze it, and they're gonna hold you accountable for what you, because it's not out of harm, but they're there to make you better. They don't mean any harm by it. It's not, and you need a mentor. Everyone needs a mentor. Everyone needs somebody in their life that's gonna push them in that direction, that's gonna challenge them every chance and every opportunity to lead them into the direction that God wants them to be in. So it's not saying that they're just this militant, horrible person. No, they're there to make you a better person. They're there to push you, because God will send you some mentors that's going to lead you and guide you in that direction. They're going to push you. You can't go to them crying with certain things. They're going to be like, okay, what did you do to make it better? What are you going to do different? If every year you're complaining about being broke or being financially illiterate, okay, what are you going to do about it? What are you trying to do to make it happen? What are you trying to do to change your situation? How are you going to, they're going to challenge you in those areas. You're going to say, okay, then there's something you need to do to change. If these people keep making you angry, it's something going on with you. What are you doing? You know, what are you doing? Why you keep allowing that? They're not there for pity. Like I said, a mentor is not. They're not gonna play. They're gonna be there to challenge. They're always gonna be there to challenge you. They're never gonna just be like, "Oh, you poor baby." No, that's not what a mentor does. They're gonna be on you all the time. Let's go back to the enemy. The enemy challenges you to do better. You have the friend. They nurture you. But they also tell you when you're wrong at the same time, because they always mean well by you. They're not gonna have any malice in their heart. So they're gonna also tell you when you're wrong. They may have your back in public, but when you get behind closed door, they're gonna tell you, you was wrong for that, or you could have handled that differently, or things like that. And you have the associate. You guys are maybe on an assignment together, or maybe accomplishing something together, or that just may be a person that you communicate with every now and then. But they're not meant. It's not meant for you to get too close to them. They're not close as a friend, but it is someone you communicate with, and it may be someone you accomplish some things with. And you have the mentor. Number 4 is the mentor. Like I said, they push you in the right direction. They are not there to give you pity. They're not there to kiss your boo-boos and all that stuff. They're there to push you, to make you stronger, to make you better. They're always going to challenge your weak areas, and it's all going to be for your good. They serve their purpose. It's not that they're a bad person. It's not that they're trying to be mean. They're there to serve their own purpose, and it's important that you know this, so that you don't think that they're a bad person. This person's mean to me. This person, I can't stand them. They're always being mean to me. No, they're pushing you to do better. They're pushing you and challenging you to become a better person. That's what the mentor does. It don't mean any harm by it. If they didn't care about you, they wouldn't waste time pushing you and challenging you and aggressively testing you, trying to make you better. They wouldn't waste that time with you at all. They wouldn't even give you the time of day. So they really do care about you. That's why they push you so hard, because they see your actual potential. Number 5 is going to be partner. Partner is a little more complex. They're going to be kind of like they're going to be a mixture between a friend, almost like a mentor too, because they're going to push you they're going to try to push you to do better. They're mostly like the friend, but you add a romantic interest on it. The partner is someone that's romantic, that you can tell them things. They're going to be nurturing, they're going to be caring, loving, but they're also going to tell you when you're wrong and things like that. And they're like the mentor. They're going to push you to do better. They're going to challenge you. They're going to give that tough love. The mentor gives tough love. The spouse is going to give tough love too. So it's going to be like a friend, mentor, and then you're going to have the romantic interest at the end of it too. So don't get confused. Don't get mad with your spouse because they're trying to push you, because it may seem like they're aggressive with you at times, trying to get you to do certain things, because they play the role of a mentor and they also play the role of a friend. And at the same time, they also have a romantic interest at the end of it. So the partner, that's the one that God sends you, that you're going to be married to, someone that you can settle down with, someone that you can, that you can build and grow and have that God ordained will. You know how the dynamic is set up with God, the husband, the wife, the kids. Someone you can build that dynamic with. It's going to be that kind of person. Like I said, they're going to be the combination of the friend. They're going to be a friend to you. They're going to be a shoulder to cry on. They're going to be nurturing. They're going to be there for you. They can kiss your bobos and all of that stuff. But they're also going to tell you when you're wrong, like the friend. And they're also going to serve the role as a mentor to push you in the right direction or challenge you to do better, because they're going to see things that you don't see, and they're going to push you. Okay, you have a good job, but why don't you start a business? I can see you having your own business. I can see you making more money, or I can see you doing better in this area. They're going to push you to do better also. So they're going to be a combination of a friend and a mentor, and also you add the romantic interest on the end. So partner is a little more complex, but when I break it down, you can understand it. It's just a mentor combined with a friend, combined with a romantic interest. That's all a partner really is. You don't get too many of those. God may send you some for learning experience. You may have relationships, because we all have had our share of relationships in the past, but that's what a lover does. That's what your partner does. They're going to be that shoulder. They're going to be that truth teller, and they're going to be that push. That's what a lot of partners do. And that's why I explain it, because a lot of people think that they're just expecting lovey-dovey from their partner, But a partner is not just all lovey-dovey. Like I said, they're going to push you like the mentor sometimes. They're also going to want to conversate like the friend. You're going to have some mixed roles in there, but it's doable. It's manageable. And when God sends this person to you, do not take them for granted. Please don't take them for granted, because there aren't too many partners that are going to be introduced to you. So you can't take them for granted. You don't have too many of those. Those are rare jewels. Those are rare to come by in your life now. I'm not saying there are not a lot of partners out there, but there may not be a lot of partners for you specifically as a person. The person that you ran into may have not been your partner. If it didn't work out, they may have not been your partner. It's not saying that they're not a good partner for somebody else, but I'm talking about the roles that God assigns to your life. Now, you have enemies. They may be somebody else's friend. They may be somebody else's partner. They may be somebody else's mentor. So, and sometimes when we're going to go over the different time and term periods that these people stay in your life. We're going to do that on the next episode. But like I said, he may turn your mentor into your enemy. But that's when it's time for y'all to part ways. But we're not going to get into those details in this one. Right now, we're just going to stick to the roles. Because like I said, I don't want to give people too much meat all at one time. But we're going to start with the enemy is a test. They challenge you in weak areas. They come as an adversary, but they're not sent to destroy you. They're sent to make you a better person. It may seem like they're attacking you, and they actually are. They probably don't like you for whatever reason, but God has them in place to make you better, to challenge you in certain areas. You have the friend that's there you can vent to, you can pour out to, you can cry to, and they're going to give you sound advice. They're going to give you sound instruction and wisdom, and they're going to tell you when you're wrong. They're going to challenge you in those areas. You have the mentor that's there to solely push you and give you that tough love that you need, that's going to challenge you to do better in every area. Even if you go to them with a sob story, they're going to hold you accountable, because they want you to become the best that you could possibly be. You have the associate. It's someone that you may be not close to, but you're tasked to do an assignment together, like you may be doing ministry with them. You may be a business partner or something like that. You have the partner that God sends you. It's a combination of a friend, a mentor, with a romantic interest. So they're gonna push you. You can cry on them and all of that, but also it's a romantic interest at the end. You have love and passion for each other. And the last but not least, you have the stay away. The stay away is not an actual role. A stay away is someone that has no place in your life. They don't belong in your life. It's it's somebody either you try to put in your life yourself and they have no place, or it's someone the enemy sends to your life to either create a soul tie or whatever. But we're gonna go over those connections. That's in another show. I got that lined up too. It's in another show down the road, probably 2 shows down the road. But the stay away is someone that has no place in your life. Not saying that they're a bad person, but they have no place in your life. If you try to turn them into a partner, it's going to be hell on wheels. If you try to turn them into a friend or to a soldier, you can't turn them into anything in your life. They don't have a place. They have no place in your life whatsoever. They don't belong. So if you try to fit them anywhere, it's not going to work. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be turmoil. It's going to be problems. You're going to have all kinds of tribulation. So they don't belong in your life. And you may even get a certain feeling when you're around this person. You may get certain vibes when you're around them. Y'all might not have that kind of connection, or every time you try to fit them in your life, things just happen, or it's all kind of drama, or it's all kinds of problems that surface. They're a stay away. They're not bad people, not necessarily, and you'll know because God will remove them from your life out of nowhere. He'll just remove them. You may be having a conversation, or you guys may be somewhat friends, or it may be somebody that you've fallen in love with. He'll just up and remove them, bam, and they're just gone, and you're like, what happened? That was a stay away. Or somebody that you tried to make into a lover that you was dating for a while, and they make your life a living hell, and it's just chaos from the time you start dating them to the time that you just get fed up and decide to leave, or the time that they remove themselves. It's just chaos from beginning to end. They were a stay away. As someone that you really had no business connecting with whatsoever, or you connected with them out of loneliness, or out of disobedience, or out of the enemy could have sent them. So you just have to be mindful of that. So you can't get these roles twisted up. You can't get these roles mixed up, and you can't try to assign them. You can't assign them yourself. God sends these people, and He places them in these specific roles. Like I said, because the mentor may be like a pastor, or maybe like your parents. Your parents could be a mentor. You may have people in your community that may serve as your mentor. You may have a boss that serves as your mentor. So you just have to know who is in that role. I explain the roles and what they do. That way it'll give you a better idea on how to identify them. Because the friend doesn't have a romantic interest. They may be there, they may care about you, but they don't have a romantic interest. Or even if you two do kind of like each other, there's no push to really be in a romantic relationship. They're assigned there to be a friend. So it's important that you don't get it twisted up. So if you try to turn a friend into a partner, it can mess some things up also, and it can ruin the friendship. It can ruin some things. So it's important that you don't get these roles mixed up. I'm gonna go over one last time before I close this thing out, and it's gonna be just quick. The enemy is there to test you. They're just there to challenge you to become a better version of yourself. They might challenge you in your weak areas of anger and all of that. You have the friend. There's no romantic interest on this one. Even though they may be, you're not ordained to be in a partner type relationship. Or if you do, it could possibly ruin that friendship, or it could possibly destroy and sever that connection. It's important that you don't take it beyond that point. If God sends this person as a friend, if they're carrying out the role of the shoulder to cry on, plus the person that's going to tell you the truth and tell you what's right, they're the friend. And there's no push to go in that direction of a romance. They're sent to be a friend. And you also have the associate. The associate plays the role maybe of a business partner, or maybe of someone that you talk to every now and then, that you may not be close to, like a friend where you can tell them all your business, but you are close enough to them to have a certain form of communication. It may not be consistent communication. Some associates are more consistent because you're assigned a task together, like someone that you're doing ministry with, or have a business with, or have you work with, that you have to work together, like a co-worker that you have to get along to get the job done, things like that. That's like an associate. The mentor, we went over the mentor. The mentor pushes you to become a better version of yourself. They're always going to challenge you. They're always going to be there to aggressively give you that tough love that you need in order for you to become what you need to be in God. Your partner is going to be the one that's there for you like a friend, that pushes you like the mentor, and they also have the romantic interest on the end. That's someone that you can marry and spend your life with and have kids with. And the stay away is someone that not meant to be in your life, they have no place in your life. That's someone that God doesn't want in your life at all. And I'm not saying that they're a bad person, but it's someone that God doesn't want in your life. And those are the 6 roles that God sends to you. Those are the 6 roles that people play in your life. I hope this information was helpful. It sure was helpful to me when I received the revelation. But that's all I had to say. If you live for God and believe in what He say, He's going to take you a mighty long way. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you learned something. And be sure to tune in to the next broadcast.